Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. It's a cracker of a day, a cracker of a Sydney summer day, and I'm down here at Circular Quay. I'm just going to go in here to wharf number 6 to get out of the sun, get out of that noise, and go on a bit of a journey. We'll do a book summary again today. So let's head on down here into the shade and get out of the elements just for the time being. And today's book summary that we're going to do is entitled The Happiness of Pursuit. And the author of this wonderful book is Chris Guillebeau. And we're going to see where it leads us. See if it can lead us to some happiness. As you can hear, we've got a bit of a noise in the background, so I'll try and get this book summary done without too much interference from that background noise. So bear with me on this beautiful summer day. And as you can see, the masts, the flags are at half mast today for the funeral. I think for the memorial service today of Ian Armstrong, who was a New South Wales public servant. So The Happiness of Pursuit. That's an interesting title. You think it'd be the other way around, the pursuit of happiness that everybody tries to do. We spend a whole life pursuing happiness. But the author here has turned it on its head, and he talks about the happiness of pursuit, which is quite interesting and quite clever, to say the least. So the author starts off his book with a question, and the question is, it's your life, so why not be intentional about it? It's an interesting question, and it's a great question. Now, it is your life. It's your life and they're your choices. But why not live life with intention as opposed to living life as a drifter, as somebody who just drifts about and just does whatever other people want them to do and end up maybe not where they ever wanted to get to. But if you've got dreams, if you've got goals, if you've got a purpose, then life, according to the author, is going to be a lot more interesting, because you're going to be able to live with purpose, with intention, and basically look back at the fruits of your labour and be happy that at least you've tried through intention to get somewhere, to achieve something, and to be somebody. So the first structured point to come out of this text today is the following: when the world calls you out, listen to that call. Listen to your feelings. And it's basically inviting you to live your calling and be on the lookout for signs, be on the lookout for things that are going to help you make the most of your life and live with purpose and live with intention. And the author then talks about the fact that a quest can arise for various reasons, and you don't know what that reason is going to be that's going to wake you up one day and get you pushing towards your dreams. But the author says that there are various reasons that get people moving. One is a passion. You have a passion, a drive, something inside of you ignites, and you want to fulfill and to live that passion. It can happen through discontent. You could be disappointed about something. Your parents, your partner, your work peers, your community, somebody lets you down somewhere along the line, and you wake up one day and you say, I feel discontent. And that discontent is a cognitive dissonance whereby your values and your actions and your future are not aligned. So that could be a reason one day where you wake up and say, I'm not living my dreams and I need to do something about it. And the third one is an important one, is your awareness of your mortality. And as we get older, we start to realise that we're running out of years, we're running out of time, with news of friends and loved ones getting ill and having their challenges along the way, is an invitation for us also to look at the mirror and look at ourselves and wonder, how many summers do each and every one of us have left to enjoy? And it also comes from near-death experiences. A number of people that I know, have been held up at gunpoint, or something has happened in their life. They've had an accident, or they've been somewhere and witnessed something which has basically triggered that awakening where they say to themselves, I'm not living my dreams, I'm not living the things that I'm supposed to do, I don't feel fulfilled, and I'm just going to change direction. I'm just going to completely change direction. And you see them, all of a sudden they fall out of love with their work, they fall out of love with their husband or wife, they fall out of love with their family, and they just go on in a different direction, on a different tangent, looking for happiness, or the happiness of pursuit, as the author says. So any one of these three things can happen in our lives, and the author welcomes us and invites us to not play it down, to listen to your feeling, trust your gut, because the worst case of unhappiness, according to the author, is the unhappiness of regret. The unhappiness of regret. Not doing the things you were destined to do, not doing the things that you were skilled to do, because we're all unique. We're all born with wonderful skills, with gifts from God. And those gifts are to be employed, to be used, to be leveraged in order to do something for someone, usually somebody and something outside of ourselves. So if you want to live a life and not look back with regret, then you need to listen to your gut and not to end up unhappy because you didn't do the things as and when they presented themselves, because you were lazy, because you were distracted, or because you were doing what other people expected you to do, which was completely different to what you wanted to do. So the next point to come out of this book, if your quest seems too big, just adjust your life to fit in. It's a very simple one. Just be flexible. You can grow to a role, or you can shrink to a particular role, or you can do what you need to do to get started as small as you can, and then grow with the opportunity, grow with the job. So going on a quest will require you to adjust your life. Getting married requires you to adjust your life. Being in a relationship requires you to adjust your life. Working full time, you need to adjust. Anything that you need to do in life which is important and substantial requires you to make a significant adjustment which will last many, many years. So you need to be prepared for it, you need to embrace it, and you need to do it. Because at the end of the day, the author promises each and every one of us, that your quest is reward in itself, which will give your life a purpose and will give you a gift that simply keeps on giving. If you play it small, you got to ask yourself, if you play it small, will it fulfill you? Yes, it will. Regardless of what it is, if it's something that is your quest and your desire and your gut wants you, directs you to do it, then you will find fulfillment in it, regardless of how little it pays in terms of financial rewards. Because the most important thing is to live a life where you feel fulfilled and you're expressing your gifts and everything you have about you. Because when you do something you love doing, the thing you love is the reward itself. So don't get sucked into doing things just for the money. Don't be doing things just because it makes your mother and father happy, or it makes your partner happy, or it makes your children happy. What you've got to do is do what you love, because that love is the reward. And when you do something you love, the thing you love is a reward in itself, because true happiness comes from the struggle towards your goal, not the goal per se. So welcome struggle, welcome the challenge, because the journey is where the cream is. The sweet spot is the journey, according to the author. Love struggling, love being in a struggle, love enjoying pain, love enjoying the disappointment along the way, because it's those incremental disappointments which will give you that delayed reward, those massive delayed rewards. So we'll finish up this book with the last quote that the author talks about, and he says that at the end of the day, it's much, much better to be at the bottom of the ladder you want to climb rather than at the top of the one you don't want to climb. And regardless of what happens, if you're doing what you love, you are guaranteed to be positively obsessed with what you're doing, and that in itself will give you multiple rewards and give you great outcomes. So I'll finish off there. So thank you very much for joining me on Jim's 5am Club on this passionate episode where we talk about the happiness of pursuit and go through a number of points there about the importance of following your gut, because the quest is where the fun is, the journey is the sweet spot, is where happiness is, and not to get yourself sucked in and to then look back over your life and live with the unhappiness of regret. So keep your ears peeled, and when the world calls out to you, listen to that call and listen to your feelings, and then just do whatever you need to do to fulfill your calling and to live your calling and to be the best version that you can be of yourself. So let's finish up with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and stay passionate, and live in the pursuit and experience the happiness of that pursuit. And we'll chat again. Until next time, I'll come to you again with another empowering message from another beautiful location in Sydney, and hopefully it will be a blue sky like it is today. We're finishing off summer. It's the first day of the COVID vaccine program being rolled out. So hopefully in 3 months, 6 months, a year's time, we will look back and thank our leaders, thank the scientists for giving us a solution to to this problem that has burdened Australia and burdened the world, and that we can get on with life with not the worries of the future and living with anxiety. Yassas, good luck you from Jim's 5am Club, and we'll chat again. Bye for now.